Hi everyone, this is Judy from Judy's Handmade Creation, and today I'm going to share my birthday gift that I received from my husband and my daughter. And I wanted the new SK280 punch card knitting machine, and this is the one that works with these cards here, punch cards, and I'll show you. I got 20 of these punch cards with it. I got the machine and some other things, and this is the SK280 knitting machine. And these punch cards here, these punch cards in this bag, I get 20 of them. These produce different patterns, and I'll show you the patterns that you can make with it. And this is the book that I got with it. And this is called the Punch Card Knit Machine Pattern Collection. And you can do different kinds of patterns with it. You get these punch cards. You can also create these punch cards yourself if you want to make different patterns to go to knit. You can buy these punch cards and a hole puncher and create these yourself to make your own patterns. And I'll show you some of the patterns that I received in this punch card set here. I got 20 of them. And let me start with number 1. Okay, this shows you how to set up the machine for the do the punch card. To use the punch card, it shows you how to set them up, and the book instructs you how to do that. And this is the different patterns that you can do. This is the punch card 1 pattern that you can do, and that's the 2 pattern, and that's 3. See the different patterns that you can create with your punch cards. And this is the ones that you can create with the punch cards that I received with the machine. That's the ones. It's got a lot of different patterns. These are the ones that I can create and use 2 different colors of yarns for some of them. Let me see what I'm looking at. And this is punch card 13, and it goes 14. And you can also, with my machine, I get one that I can create bears with it. And this is all the ones that I can create with the machine that I got. I gotta look to see what I'm looking at because I gotta see it. These are all the ones. This is the one I want to try with the bear. I want to try to knit that one. You gotta have pretty good amount of colors, yarns for that. And this is a tuck stitch. This is some of the patterns that can be created with the machine. It tells you what card to use. This would be card number 3A. And each card has an A, B, D, and C side. And these are the ones you can create. And this is a slip stitch here. This is the pattern book that you get received with it. So that's some of the patterns that you can do. And here's the back. It's got a lot of different patterns you can create. And you can also buy a ribber to do like ribbon on the bottom of your sweaters, where it automatically does it. But you can hand produce ribbing on your machine. And this says weaving. And that's all the different patterns that they got in the book. And this is plain lace. Plain lace. You can buy the lace carriage. That's optional. It's a lace carriage that hooks up to your machine. And that one, the lace carriage produces different patterns. It's like ones with the holes in it. I don't know if you can see it. See how this one, I need to purchase the lace carrots to do these. And the fashion lace, that would be fashion lace down there. You got to have the lace carriage for that. And that's some of the patterns that you can produce with it. And I'll show you the book. The reason I got this knitter, this is a standard knitting machine, and I got this one because I can do small threads, like thread size 1, 2, and 3. And it shows you in this book, it shows you how to set up your machine. And it's a pretty big machine. I had to get a table for it too. My husband got me a table. And it says that you can use up to, I don't even know how to operate this machine, but I'm going to learn how to do it. And it's got a lot in here about how to use your punch cards. And I was looking to see the different threads that you can use in it. It shows you how to do the bear pattern with the punch card. And it shows you how to thread up your carriage and all. And I was trying to look to see what kind of thread I can use with it. I did see it in here, and it tells you what kind of, if you want to make these, you can order these plastic punch cards and a hole puncher. It tells you that you could purchase that and make your own. And yeah, I'm going to be learning how to use this machine, and I want to see where it says what kind of yarn you can use for it. This is a standard knitting machine that I got for my birthday. That's one of the things I want. And it's pretty expensive. It's a pretty, well, I think it's expensive. It's like $1,000 for it. And that's what I wanted. And I don't see the I gotta look and find what kind of yarn you can. I've seen it in here, but I can't find it. I should have. It shows you how to set up your needles for do certain stitches. It's got knitting techniques. It shows you how to maintenance, keep your machine in good working condition. And it says first start learning on yarn 4 medium. Don't start learning on the thin yarn because it'd probably be harder to learn. And it's got a lot of patterns. It tells you how to fix a drop stitch. I want to see what kind of yarn it said in here. It says that you can use different kinds of yarn. Oh, here goes yarn. It shows you how to set your dowel on different kinds of yarn. Thick yarn, cotton yarn, 2-ply, 4-ply. It shows you how to set your dowels on there for different setting, for different yarn types. So you can use different yarns. It tells you what tension to set it on. So yeah, you can use up to, according to this book, very thick yarn, every alternate needle. Mohair, every alternate needle. That means you have to cast on every other needle when you cast on your needles. For thick yarn, you can't cast on every needle. You have to skip every other needle. But yeah, this is what I wanted for my birthday. And I'll be doing plenty of videos with it. It's got a lot in here to show you how to set up everything in the book. And like I said, I'll be learning this. I never had a punch card knitting machine, and this is the this is the Silver Reed SK280 knitting machine. So Silver Reed SK280 knitting machine. It's the punch card knitter, and it's the standard knitting machine. And I'm going to learn how to work this. This is different than my other Ultimate sweater knitting machine. That's a flat one that I had got. And it shows you how, like I said, knitting techniques. Shows you a lot how the knitting techniques in here. And shows you how to cast on the winding yarn. And it's got blocking and pressing, like if you're making a sweater. It's got a lot of different stuff in here to tell you how to go about. Shows you how to shape your arm sweaters. Shows you how to do that. And it shows you how to stitch them together. You can buy other accessories. Like I said, you can buy the accessory, the ribber to do ribbing on, like, you know how the ribbing is on the bottom of your sweater sleeves and on the bottom, that does it automatically, but you can hand manipulate that. And it shows you how to set your needles for different things. I like the fashion lace. You have to have the lace carriage for that one, and that's expensive. I think that was like $699 for that carriage. But if I get good at it, I'll order it if I'm going to stick to this knitting. Okay, I'm going to show you the machine, and I'll be right back when I get up to the machine. Here is the knitting machine. I set it up. I received this on Friday. And it's pretty long. It's like 45 or 46 inches long. And I'll show you. It's this long. And you do get a case to go over this. This is the case right here. It's the case that goes up, and it's got a handle to it where you can carry it. And this is where you put your punch cards. The punch cards go in here. That's what knits your design on when you're knitting. So that's these. These slide up in here. I had to set it up. I had to put this is a yarn holder here that I put in there. And this is a counter that you get. And this is a 200 needle knit machine. And it's got the numbers here to let you know 1 through 10 on down to here. That would be 100 needles. And then 0 through 10 on that side. That's another 100 needles. So it's got 200 needles. And the case, you can cover it up. It's got a handle where you can carry it. And you have, this was hooked down so it wouldn't get damaged. The carriage, this is the main carriage that comes with it. This is the one, when I get to working with it, I'll try to show you what I make with it. And you can set the dial for, this is the tension dial for the yarn. And it's got 2 places. This over here is where you would hold, you would put your yarn before you know, when you hang it up on your yarn holder up there, because you got the yarn holder. This is the yarn. You hook this, and it's up at the top. It's got where you thread your yarn through it. And yeah, this is pretty big, so it's a pretty big knitter. It's bigger than my other knit machine that I got. And yeah, it's a nice one. So now all I have to do is learn how to use it. And this is a silver reed SK280. So silver reed SK280 standard knitting machine. And it's the punch card knitter. You can knit without these punch cards. You can knit without them. And it's got the what kind of stitch that you're going to do over here. If you're going to do the stockinette stitch, each one of them's different. And yeah, this is pretty nice. I like it. Now all I got to do is get the knitting, and then I'll be good to go. And like I said, you get 20 cards, and you can do some of these designs in here. Let me go show you the designs. Here's some of the designs that I can create with this. And this is with the punch cards that I got. And you can create I can create my own punch cards. I got to get the hole punch. And the punch cards. So it's got a lot of nice designs that you can make. But this is weaving here. And this one's called punch lace. And to do this one here, the plain lace, you have to buy a lace carriage. One of these carriages here. They got one that does this kind of knitting. It's the one with like the holes in it.